Watch Bojack Akademiks and check it out. Now, first of all, I gotta let y'all know, man, I'm probably one of the only true feminists out here because I really believe in equality, which means whatever you do to me, I don't even see gender. Fuck a gender, okay? I don't even see gender unless it's time to fuck. Okay, when it's time to fuck, I see gender. Don't get it twisted. I ain't on no Bruce at gender type of shit, okay? But I'm all about equality, which means if a woman is pregnant and that whole ass nigga don't want to take care of it, yo, get that nigga to pay child support. However, in the same sense, if a man is taking care of a child and the woman wants no parts, get that chick for child support if the financial dictate that type of thing. Okay, same thing with alimony, right? I'm not even into marriage, but if y'all get into marriage that says, listen, if somebody breaks up, you got to give half or whatever, I think it should be both ways. Homie, you got to give up half. You signed a contract. That's what it is. Shorty, listen, you got to give him half. Listen, he was a bum-ass nigga when you got with him. He's a bum-ass nigga now. You got to pay him some checks. I got no problem with him. Equality. I don't see gender unless it's time to fuck. Okay? Now, when I see this, though, I see this not even as a gender thing. I see it as just hoe-ass nigga behavior. Because it appears that Safaree, SB Stunts, what's his other alias? I don't even know. But Nicki Minaj's ex-boyfriend, he's obsessed with Nicki, okay? Probably and partially because his career never took off as he thought it should have. Because he said he wrote for Nicki. And I completely believe him. I think he was writing for Nicki. However, when the raps come out of his mouth, it sounds garbage. But when it comes out of Nicki's mouth, she adds that ratchetivity, that twerking in the fucking neck, and she kind of makes it sound hot. So, I mean, again, even though maybe Nicki was using a writer, it seems like she has some type of given talent to vocally perform and deliver those rhymes. Okay, now Nicki went on a whole fucking tirade on Twitter. Apparently, Safaree is suing her, and I'll just read all the tweets. She says, tweeted on the 5th that the 6th was my baby's birthday. I'm guessing her baby is Meek Millie. Celebrated on the 6th for his birthday publicly. Served with a lawsuit on the 9th, LOL. 2 years later, this poor excuse of a man is suing me and claiming to have been physically and emotionally abused. LOL, he's so miserable. Look at what, in quotations, men have become so that they don't have to work. Fathers, please stay in your sons' lives. You can't even celebrate your happiness anymore without being victimized. Miserable people refuse to move on with their life. My man asked him to stop emailing me. I also asked him several times. This man can't move on. It's really sad. I have emails to prove it. Okay? Now she continued because she retweeted a bunch of stuff which probably is in line with her personal thoughts. But then she said, you really want me to show these emails? I know you need a storyline to be on reality TV. God is punishing you and you about to get more. Calling my mom crying? I said I'd help. But as soon as Meek asks you to stop emailing, it's a problem? Leave us alone, please. Now she continued by saying, like I can't even celebrate my man's birthday without this miserable son of a bitch trying to extort me. Caught him stealing money and never prosecuted him. Now I'm doing it. Enough. Then she said, I can't even make my man happy for his birthday without this lowlife. Trying to make our lives hell, he missed those gifts. You were abused, my nigga? Look at what you've become. God's wrath is no joke. You will regret every lie you said about me. Imagine how it feels to have someone who gains so much off your name, refuse to let it go, and let you be happy. Then she said, you can fool these blogs, but God's knowing you will suffer until you stop lying on me. I could never sue a person who gave me all they had to give, except that you messed up and move on. And some women would actually side with this leech just because they're filled with hate and jealousy. We have women out here hustling. There's no reason a healthy, strong-backed Negro like Safaree can't go out there and work and hustle just as hard. After I worked so hard for what I have and shared so much, the greedy are never satisfied. Whatever isn't yours will become a curse once you have it. The money you Leach is winning a lawsuit will never bless you. It will curse you. Now, again, she's talking about a lot of stuff, but I will say this, man. Safaree, I have no problem if you sue her for what you wrote, if you weren't credited. Number one, I ain't fuck with ghostwriters anyway, but if you were a ghostwriter, actually, ghostwriters don't exist anymore, by the way, if you guys don't know. There's no more ghostwriters. You're supposed to get credited even if you sat in the fucking studio rolling up a blunt. Nowadays, after the Supreme Court, was it Supreme Court? It was some high court. I'm not sure if it was Supreme Court. I don't want to be inaccurate about this. But some high court ruled that, listen, if someone contributed to the creative process, whether writing or not, if they contributed to the fucking aura of the room when these lyrics or ideas were founded, they should be credited. And because of that, a lot of artists don't even want people in the studio with them. And we know Safaree was up in the studio with Nicki. Or at least I believe he wrote for her. So if he's suing for money for that, he should get paid. But the other shit, if he's salty that Meek took his girl, I'm sorry, bro. You gotta take that L. The first L was not getting Nicki pregnant. The fuck were you doing? You were with her a decade. You ain't put a ring on it and you ain't get married to her? Like, you ain't put a ring on her and you ain't put a baby in her belly. That's a fucking L. I'm sorry to say, dog. And I'm not gonna lie, I fuck with Safaree. As I said, again, he's Jamaican, I'm Jamaican. I fuck with him. But listen, man, you gotta take the L. You gotta move on. Again, I understand. And actually, maybe I don't understand because Nicki is fucking filthy rich. She just bought like Meek Mill like a $50,000 Rolex or whatever it's called. I don't even know what Rolex costs. But she just bought him some iced out shit. If I'm her ex thinking, God damn, that should have been mine, maybe I'm salty too. But unfortunately, man, Safaree, the music career isn't really going anywhere. And I fuck with you. I'm being blatantly honest, but I kind of feel regretful because I fuck with the dude, but the music ain't going nowhere. And you can't hang on to Nicki no more. And all them other bitches you dating, they don't got no careers. You could be a reality show nigga, but I think you want to be a musician. Because I think you want to be flying on private jets and kind of balling out like you're a rapper. I seen them chains. I seen the motherfucking cars that you have. You don't want to be flying around like a motherfucking like chick from Love and Hip Hop doing hostings. I don't think you want to do that. So, again, man, once again, I'm all about equality, but you're also definitely a man. I don't believe nobody should be trying to live off somebody else. And that's why it's also important that you should also establish something for yourself, that if shit ever goes wrong with you in any relationship or even a marriage, you got something to rely on and not have to be bitter. So I'm hoping they clear it up. I feel for Nicki a little bit. Listen, Nicki's ratchet as fuck, and sometimes I can't stand her because her ratchet ways is just too fucking much, and she kind of feeds into a cycle of like sometimes even just hatred and saltiness because that's just her personality. But in this case, man, unless Safaree has some defense for all this shit, I gotta agree with her, man, bruh. Sue for the lyrics, but this other shit, she emotionally and physically abused you? Get the fuck out of here, man. Get in the comment box, make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe to your boy Akademiks. I'm out.